Hello you lovely people, and welcome back to my channel Cook with Joy. For today's recipe, I am going to be sharing with you a chili recipe. I'll be honest, I feel like every time I make chili, I make it slightly different just based on what I have on hand. So this is approximately what I do. I might switch up the onions or the peppers and just use what I have on hand, but I will show you one of the chili recipes that I make, at least the one that I will be making tonight. Okay, admittedly, I hope that I did not forget anything to show you. I may have to add stuff along the way if I'm forgetting anything. But for produce, tonight I'm using some garlic, some red onion, green pepper, and jalapenos. I'm also going to throw in these diced green chilies. I do put beans in my chili. I did forget to mention this will be gluten-free and vegan. So for the beans, I'm going to be using 1 can of black beans and 2 cans of these kidney beans. I'm also going to be using this box of chopped tomatoes. And then I like to use this Gardein fake vegan beef. Even my meat lovers don't mind this in chili. Because of all the spices, you can't even tell that it's not real meat. And then I thin it out a little bit with some vegetable broth, but it just kind of depends on how hearty you want it to be. And then of course, a plethora of spices. I know this seems excessive, but this is what I'm doing tonight. And you know, I will have all of the measurements that I used in the description box, but I would say measure with your heart. That's what I do for chili, to be honest. So chili powder, cumin, coriander, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, cayenne, and this little surprise, nutmeg. Just a little tiny bit of that. Okay, so I actually am going to be using my Instant Pot. You could certainly use like a stock pot or a large pot and do it on your stovetop. I just like to do ours in the Instant Pot. It does have that sauté function, which is what I will be using first. So I'm gonna be starting by chopping up all of my produce, and I did forget to mention an ingredient, and that is olive oil, because I will saute all of these fresh vegetables in the olive oil to begin with. Okay, so as you saw, I went ahead and added all of the spices to the mixture with the onions and peppers, turned off the saute function now. So now I'm just going to drain all of my beans, add those, add my green chilies, and really just the rest of the ingredients before I turn this on. Okay, now I am just gonna let my Instant Pot do the work for me. I'm going to make sure it's on sealing, and then my Instant Pot actually has a bean/chili setting, which is for 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And now I just wait. Okay, so the chili is done now. The slow release already released, and it's actually been sitting there for about 15 minutes. and I served up a small dish. It's not quite time for dinner, but I'm just gonna do a taste test with you. But that's the beauty of this chili, is you can make it early and then just leave it sit until you're ready to eat dinner. I'm trying to let this cool though, because I don't know if you can see that. It is really, really hot. But while I let this cool, I'll tell you that you can serve this in a variety of ways. You could add some cheese to it, or some dairy-free cheese if you are vegan. I do like to serve this with Fritos, which is probably what I'll do tonight, but you could put a variety of things on here. You could even do like avocado, or maybe some sour cream or something like that. But tonight I will probably serve it with some cheese and some Fritos, but I'm gonna give this a try, and I'm hopefully not gonna burn my mouth. That's very good. It's very, very good. I almost want to finish this bowl. Okay, you lovely people, that is all I have for today's recipe. Please let me know down in the comments if you give this recipe a try. And if you're not yet following me on Instagram, I would love for you to see what I'm up to over there. My handle over there is cookwithjoy.yt. But as always, I really appreciate you watching this video until the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my gosh.